Hi, my name's Steve Lambrakakis, currently president at Hoppers Crossing Soccer Club. My involvement in soccer started at a pretty early age. It mainly came about from my dad. My dad being a Greek immigrant into Australia. We used to follow the local soccer team back then, which had a really strong Greek background. Back then and even still today, it's a really large community link, and it's not just a sport where people go out and kick a ball around. It is the gathering of a community. And that's where my involvement started back then. The Hoppers Crossing Soccer Club was actually established in 1971. Back then it was known as Mossville Rangers Soccer Club. We only had junior teams, only a couple of junior teams back then. There was no senior participation. Our first senior team started in 1976. In 1991 the club changed name from Mossville Rangers to Hoppers Crossing Soccer Club. And that was more to get in line with the ever-growing area. The city of Wyndham, I think still today, is one of the fastest-growing cities, and back then the committee at the time did have the foresight to no longer be associated to, I suppose, a little section of Hoppers Crossing, which was Mossville itself, but try and represent the wider Hoppers Crossing area. The way I see soccer going in Australia is that way, and I think you can just have a look at the participation numbers, not just in our local council, not just in our state, but across the whole country. And you can really put that down to the success of the Socceroos, which is the senior national men's team, and even more so now the Matildas comes to the women's side. Both teams have been really successful. We did, I suppose when I was growing up, the senior men's team hadn't been in a World Cup since 1974 from memory, and which is the year I was born. And then went on to play in the 2002 World Cup, I think it was, in Germany. To improve soccer in Australia, obviously every time you're looking to improve things, you need to find out where the deficiencies are first. I suppose in my 3 years involvement at the club, the big feedback that I get from the community is the cost and how much it costs to play soccer in Australia. We're a community club, and like I said, we offer soccer to kids from 5 to 16 years of age at junior level, and then obviously our seniors as well. Our fees vary from $350 to $490 for a season. Now, if you look at it over a season, it doesn't sound like a lot of money if you work it out week by week. But then I sit back sometimes and look at what other sports offer and how much it costs them. You look at something like AFL, the equivalent league team at an AFL level. You're paying, or parents are paying $190, $200, $210 for a season. The costs have got to be the same. We're all part of the same council, we use the same facilities, so it sort of has me wondering, why is it that soccer's so expensive in Australia? And that's at a community level. If you start looking at the elite level, the National Premier League of Victoria, you've got clubs charging up to $2,200 a year for their kids to play elite level soccer. And that's training 3 nights a week and being really introduced into a professional part or a professional environment. It's cost prohibitive, I believe, especially when you compare it to other sports. My advice to any young kid that wants to become a professional soccer player, it's first and foremost is have fun. That's something that we try and promote within our own club. And I think it's a no-brainer. You've got to be having fun, and it's not something you can force upon anyone. The kids are out there to enjoy themselves, and if you're not enjoying it, then in all honesty, you've got to ask yourself why you're doing it. So having fun is the primary part of it. When you start getting into the higher levels and wanting to move through into the elite levels and wanting to play representative soccer, then you're looking at things like ability. Obviously, the ability comes from the dedication that you put into it. Your training, your practice, and you only do those by having the third thing, which is having the right attitude. And the 3 of those all link in. You've got the right attitude to be able to practice your abilities, and you're having fun at the same time. They all, they're the 3 major ingredients to moving on through the levels of soccer and playing at the highest level you possibly can.